Oh, we live, baby. We live. So decided from here on out that we're gonna show some behind the scenes of what goes down when it comes to recording those We Trust podcast. So right now, just got done working 9 to 5. Got off of work and said, let's go get an episode in. My boy Timo, see what he has to add to this discussion. And it's the first time I've ever done one during a weekday, so you guys can finally see, let's not waste time when it comes to this podcast stuff. So it's a Wednesday afternoon. Appreciate my boy Timo stepping up. Everybody always asks why is Jesus in my crib. You know why? Overlooking us, keeping us safe. So it's about 35 minute drive from where I currently live to Timo. So let's get everything going. Cars packed. Hopefully nobody robbed me for all my stuff. See the Hat Club. Shout out to Nelly for the hookup. Plugged in.
Streets was my religion, left my mama for my homies, and we all slide. If he all size, when they call my homies slipping, it's like we all die. Thinking about it close together that day, we all cry. Popping person, sipping lean, and now we all high. Turn me savage.
Just pulled up Timo Studios. Bro in the city. See it? Timo Studios. Bro, this man's about to be lit. Watch. You gotta get buzzing around here. It's the hood. Come on, son. This man in the back.
5 years later.
Oh shit.
You see the bull?
Here.
You see the bull?
Put it up.
You see the bull? You see it?
Brett.
You see it? Yeah, you about to get lit.
About to get lit. We out here. Where we setting up at?
He's sitting right here.
In front of my door?
Yeah, we sitting right here. Y'all see it soon.
And he takes his first sip.
Damn, I'm so far removed from a fucking.
What? From your
the
situation?
studio. How man, I got a fucking mirror right here, so I'm Gucci.
Oh, so you can see yourself?
Yeah.
I said I'd pull up.
Nah.
He
Bro.
said he wanted the Batman cave.
The what's that shit called by LeBron?
The shop.
We want that shop.
Where?
The Timo Studio shops.
We want the stove.
Wait, what's different about that is this is studio, not the
This
shop.
is studio. Yeah, definitely. So like for those that don't know, like the studio, I never wanted anybody to box me in the barbershop flow, right?
Okay.
In the sense of I have mad dreams and I have mad goals. This is just one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I dibble and dabble in music.
Mm-hmm.
I dibble and dabble in art. Like I used to draw a lot, like crazy. So I would love to have an art studio. I would love to have a music studio.
Facts.
I love to dance, so I would love to have a dance studio.
No way, bro.
Yeah, what?
Serious?
Man, come on.
Bro, can you imagine a fucking really you got the marquee is the barbershop, but all those into it. You got the dance studio in
Can
there.
you believe that though?
Yeah,
Like
fire.
that's my dream. Like for you to walk in and it be barbershop,
Yeah.
and then you walk down the hall. To the right, it's a music studio. Then you walk a little further down the hall, a art studio, sipping paint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Poetic Tuesdays, whatever.
Exactly.
And then you got your dance studio further down. Like,
Come in, learn, TikToks.
you know what I'm saying? All that.
You can rent it out. Yo, what's his name does that? I don't know if you know who he is. This is brand called Urban Necessities. He's in New York.
Okay.
He's in Vegas.
Okay.
And he's in MGM, like in the casino. He owns
See, that's
his,
love.
But his is a shoe store. In his shoe store though, he has like a restaurant. He has so much more than just a shoe store. It's
And that's
so much
beautiful.
more.
You You know what I'm
so
saying?
much
Because
more,
I feel as though everybody's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel as though you find your niche, and then from your niche, you branch off your hobbies. You know what I'm saying? And let the people that, maybe that music studio that I have inside Timo Studios, there's somebody out there that's their niche.
Oh,
so,
and he has a barbershop. That's what I was saying.
So they can run that music studio. While I run the shop flow, he's running the music studio. And then I got a shorty running the dance studio, and I got another shorty / guy running the art studio. You know, whoever comes along. You know what I'm saying? But my niche is the barbershop, but my dream is to have all that entity inside the barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Timo just jumped right into it, but yo, if you tuned in, you already know what season
Gotta
2 is
tune
looking
in.
like. Season 2 is definitely going to be
Season
a
2.
movie. Timo starting it off, season 2. But when I start off with my guests, I like to jump back into how do we even know each other and where does it start from? And at the time, I was going to salons.
Okay.
I was going to mass salon. At the time, I just had a man bun at the top and didn't care about a fade and all like that. And I got to the point I was like, yo, why am I not getting a fade? I'm just getting a number 3 all around. And
Swear burger.
Crazy.
Some slight.
He looking crazy. So I was like, yo, I need a barber. But the relationship, a lot of people don't understand the man to barber relationship is you need to have trust in your barber.
It's lit. Yeah. I like to think of myself always with everybody as their therapist. You know what I'm saying? As their barber. So their barber first, right? Friendship comes after.
Yeah.
The brotherhood comes after that, and then the therapy is all in between that, all in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like a big jumbo soup type of flow. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing that I can offer that.
Yeah.
And I peeped that going into a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my barber back in the day, yo, this dude is loved by everybody, and he's trusted by everybody.
He's a community member.
So I'm like, yo, I want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I have to be that. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
So then I followed you. So I was like, so I go there. Lil puts me on. So you went to school with Kat's sister.
Yeah, Leo.
So Lil puts me
Super
on.
Cool.
And I go to the shop. I've never been in a shop where I felt comfortable.
Facts.
Even when I met you at first, you were like, yo, you were a quiet dude. Then I was like, yo, I've never felt comfortable in a barbershop where people I know, they go to barbershop every week. They can go and not even get a cut, but they'll show up. And I never felt comfortable. And then I was just going to you so often. It was just love. It was just easily. That's probably one of the biggest things when you have a relationship with your barber.
It's beautiful.
It's I had friends, and when I was out of state, they were their barbers would be half-assing them, telling them to pull up, making them wait. But I know no matter what, I could depend on you.
Yeah,
and that goes beyond being a barber. That goes a business.
Yeah.
No matter what, even though you were working in that shop, you were running your own business as this is how I am with my customers.
Okay.
And just being there by itself. So then you just left. So let's jump into how did you get to the point of becoming a barber, and then when I met you at iRevive?
So pretty much loyalty is very deep with me. You know what I'm saying? So I stuck with the shop I started with for the longest, right? Until there's a point in time where every entrepreneur comes to a point where they realize okay, I think this is the peak. You know what I'm saying? And you start asking for answers. You start looking for answers. You start doing your own research. You get to that point. Especially me, I started very young. I started when I was 16. Cutting hair.
Okay.
Straight out the kitchen. Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying? You got the kitchen from 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I come home at 5. I'm going to start cooking. Yeah. It's slow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then I graduated when I was 19, went to school, and I started working at a shop instantly as soon as I enrolled into barbering school. Well, cosmetology school in Empire.
Okay.
But it came a time in the shop that I was in, 6 years in,
so
to
you
where...
was 6 in?
Yeah, 6 years in. After... So from 19, add 6 years to that, I was there. Faithfully, 7 days a week, 9 to 9, except Sundays. Sundays was...
you're missing that part, though. So, you graduate high school. A lot of people are choosing to go to college or whatever it may be. Where were you at in that point?
Okay, so, all right, so in high school, and a lot of that goes to my mom. My mom is a hard-working woman. She always worked, came home, and still held it down, though. Motherhood, you know what I'm saying? Always held it down. Always had a meal for me every single night. But that's where it stemmed from. I love school, right? But I didn't love the work. that you had to put in to be in school. So I knew in order to go to college, you had to pay unless you had good grades. I was never a good grade type. I was like a C and D student. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I loved barbering, and I knew I loved what I got from when that person left my chair. You know what I'm saying? I love that confidence builder, that feeling that I changed his life. I changed the trajectory of his life at that very moment. No matter what he was gonna do after he left my kitchen, it was gonna be nothing but positive. Like regardless,
he felt different.
Exactly.
If you ever watched
so I'm
Spice Adams always
Spice Adams.
When you walk to a barbershop, you're all quiet.
Yeah.
When you walk out,
when you leave, it's like it's over. Like yo, you can't touch me. Like there's nothing you can say that will ever bring me down type time. So I enjoyed that. I thrived off of that. But yeah, so
right away you had a love for being a barber. I mean,
instantly
just walked in here, you're like, yo, I'll give you a cut right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know what it's gonna bring out of you. You know what I'm saying, or out of the person that leaves out of my chair.
Okay.
But yeah, from that love, I knew I didn't want to do anything else but that, and I wanted to be able to do it professionally as soon as possible.
But so the people around you didn't look at you as a failure. They're like, yeah, go.
Oh man, that's a great question, because my family itself at that very moment, we're talking about when I was 16. I think that was like 2006. Barbering wasn't really looked at as a top tier profession. It wasn't even looked at as a profession. You know what I'm saying?
It looked at as like a failure.
Because around that time, a lot of the barbers, they were coming out of jail. Because in jail, that was something that you were able to do and come out of with your license.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So that was the stigma. If you're a barber, oh, you went to jail. You just came out of jail. And that wasn't it for me. But my family at that time, they didn't support that. They seen better for me in the sense of he needs to go to college. He needs to find an actual career. He needs to do this and that. But in the midst of all that, my mom always held it down. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what anybody says. If that's what you want to do, I got your back. I'm going to support it 100%. And once I had her like check, like her thumbs up, it was over. Like there was nobody else that could ever change my mind. No teachers. Because in high school, you know, I'm coming from a high school where I did all the pep rallies. I did the fashion show. I was the MC for the fashion show. All my teachers, all my counselors, Timo, you need to go to college. You're going to love it. You're going to meet so many people. You know what I'm saying? It's you. And if it wasn't for my mom telling me and putting that in my ear, like, yo, I got your back, I probably would have went to college. I probably would have went to college, but I probably still would have ended up right here, regardless of the fact.
You probably would have made more money in college.
I probably would have. I probably would have met some lawyers and doctors and all types of.
Cutting hair in college, like cutting hair in college.
Nah, yeah,
I knew
definitely.
A dude that was racking up cutting hair in the bathroom.
Nah, definitely, for a fact. But you know what I'm saying, because of my mom's words and her wisdom and her instilling, just like go out and get what you want. I definitely straight out of high school. I went to cosmetology school.
Oh, right away.
Right away.
Where?
Right away. I told my counselor, I'm like, listen, Miss Wilson, I don't want to do anything but cut hair. Like I find joy, I find love in that. I'm doing that.
That's crazy.
So, back to the question. So 6 years into the shop, I finally peeped that I reached my peak. I had customers whispering like, "Yo, Tilly, like, what's up, man? When you gonna get your own? Like, what's going on? Like, because I had you got to understand, from 16 to 19, I had a core already of probably like a strong 15.
Okay,
and that's hard to do, being 19 and just having a consistent 15, just coming every week, right? And then on top of that, 6 years in the barbershop, I had another core of probably like a strong 70 to 85 people that...
Damn, you brought up another question. Like, when I always see new barbers, I'm like, yo, how the fuck is he about to get clients? Like, because when I come to a barbershop, I already know who I'm going to. How are you building? So then how are you building clients at this time?
So it's funny, like in the beginning, I started at the mall. And that mall had crazy clientele. Like walk-ins was retarded.
Really?
So I'm the new cat in town. But by this time, I'm already somewhat nice. At least on my shape-ups, it was retarded. Like, my shape-ups was crisp. Because that's where I started at. I didn't get taught fading a little after, like, probably like 17, 18-ish.
Oh, okay.
But 16, I was shaping up. All evens, shaping up.
Yeah.
So when I got into the mall, it was funny because it would be a full bench. And I would walk up because I had the last chair. So I would have to walk up and be like, yo, anybody need a cut? And they're like, nah, I'm going to wait. And then you have that one person where they're just tired of waiting. And they see me sitting down, you know what I'm saying? Chilling. Like, yo, my mans, you open? Like, yeah, of course. I can't wait. You feel me? Sit down in my chair. So I already knew that's my canvas. So I have to lace this guy regardless, right?
Yeah.
Soon as he walks down, soon as he hits that register, everybody's looking at the cut. The barbers, customers inside their chair, people that's waiting on the bench. Instantly, yo, you got somebody next? And it just a snowball effect to where it was just a buildup. And then they came back the following week, till I started getting a buzz. So, like, to all the new barbers out there, I suggest to start at a barbershop that has crazy walking. It's an easier snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a shop that is appointment only, doesn't really have walking effect, it's going to be harder. But I call it the Russ effect. Right? You know the rapper Russ?
Yeah, Russ.
He built this joint from just work, grind, right? Grind, work, right? Nothing was given. Everything
was Russ, and I did my own research. And
I was like, shout out to Gio. Gio put me on the Russ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro.
He make more money than any of these rappers right now.
Exactly, because he owns everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
you were speaking on loyalty. So like you were in that shop for 6 or 7 years.
Forever and a day, bro. And I was promised, one thing, and that one thing was my shop. You know what I'm saying? So when you see the shop growing, right, and there was at least 6 of us that built that shop from ground zero. You know what I'm saying? We all had the Russ effect on that shop. Probably 3 out of the 6 already had their clientele coming into that shop. And the other 3 had their little 15, little 30, little core. But the top 3 probably had like a strong 100 clientele just coming in. You know what I'm saying? They already did their Russ effect from the mall. So when I'm loyal, so like I stayed, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of me seeing barbers leave and doing their own thing. And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my own shop through here. But it came in time where the buzz was too big. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm like, yo, I'm ready. And it's like, all right, wait. You know what I'm saying? Your time is coming. And I'm like, I'm 6 years in, bro. Like, my time is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I started adding numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I started just throwing figures out there. Like, all right, well, if I'm paying X amount and, the rent for this is Y and X is covering Y, why can't I have my own shop? I'm already covering it, you know what I'm saying, with my people, right? But there's always that, what if you fail, right? So out of nowhere, bro, my brother Locke opens up his shop.
I thought you were talking about Irie Bob already.
Nah. Okay. I'm talking about Cutting Zone.
Oh, okay.
My boy Locke opens up his shop, bro. I call him. I'm like, yo, congratulations, dog. Like, that's dope. He's a year older than me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He started a year before me.
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, how are you doing it? Because I'm being told otherwise. I'm being told it's hard. You know what I'm saying? There's mad hoops you got to jump through, this and that. And he's like, bro, it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, bro, I already got X, Y, and Z. He's like, exactly. I'm like, say less. So I go back. I'm like, yo, I've been told X, Y, and Z. I'm putting in my 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
That's a crazy jump.
It's because I have to jump on that. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting 6 years for my man's to come to me and tell me X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But I've been being told A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like to me, you know what I'm saying? Hindsight, you're only getting my side of the story, right?
Yeah.
To me, I only been told A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? And instantly, once my man Locke opens up his shop, he's telling me X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow. It's like a crazy, like, taste bud bursting in your mouth. Like, oh, my God. Like, I can already taste success.
Yeah.
You know? So, but then I went back into my thoughts. You know, I'm a very methodical thinker. Like, I always like to know my P's and Q's before I even jump to the carrot. You know what I'm saying? So I put in my 2 weeks. I instantly get fired that day.
When you put your 2 weeks in?
I'm coming to you. I'm like, yo, you know, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. You know, this is what I'm doing. Without saying what I'm doing. Because I felt as though, like, he already knew what I was doing.
I think he was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he pretty much broke it down like, yo, I'm going to support if you're opening up your shop. But if you're going to another shop, I can't support it.
Yeah.
So, in my head, I didn't have my own shop at the time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to Locke, to I Revive, to where I knew I can learn how to open up my own shop.
Yeah. He's teaching you. He's giving you the groundwork.
Exactly. Without even me giving him a dime. You know what I'm saying? I didn't help you build up this shop with you for 6 years. I feel as though like I was Kobe, bro. Or I was Shaq. And I wasn't treated as such. I'm Tom Brady to that shop, and I wasn't treated as such. I want
my just due.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel as though like if I got my own studio, right? If I see a barber in here that has the same traits as me, has the same flow as me, I'm instantly grasping him and I'm telling him X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why wouldn't you?
Because I help mold you. So why not help build you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's all, to me, I'm all about karma. And I'm all about, like, universal, like, you give back, the universe going to hit you back tenfold.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go to Locke. Locke breaks it down. I tell him, first day, before I even start, I tell him, in a year's time, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I already have X. I already know what Y is.
Yeah.
And I'm about to be taught Z by you.
Yeah.
Right? So
he was
like,
he was cool understanding that.
Yeah,
like,
he's cool. Yeah, well, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming forward.
Yeah.
Straightforward to you. Like, I'm not selling no dream. I'm not selling, like, but with that, I told him, partnership is cool with me. But I understand where he was coming from. He was already there. He didn't need a partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was already doing me a favor by telling me X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right? So, just like a piano key, with every key, there's an underlying key, right? So I was taught by him X, Y, and Z, but there's a X minor, a Y minor, and a Z minor that I don't know if he knew, but he couldn't teach me, I guess, in a sense, right?
Yeah.
It was the business side.
There's some things you gotta learn.
Yeah, on your own, right?
Things,
on your own. So, probably like 6-7 months into the year, the opportunity arose to where I left. I told Locke, I'm like, yo, you know, I got an opportunity. I'm out in 2 weeks. Put in my 2 weeks with Locke. Locke was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. So that's when I met Nick and Nelly. Super cool girls. They're the stylists that opened up their salon probably like a month before I left.
In City.
In City, yeah,
so
right.
That's where I followed you too.
That's where that's the train station, in front of the train station.
Yeah, that's where I followed you. It was in the back.
It was in the back, yeah. So like I went to their grand opening.
Damn, so I started coming to you in the middle of like that transition. Like I thought you had already been there for a minute. You really wasn't there that long when I started going in there.
Nah, yeah.
Damn,
I was literally there for like 6 months.
Damn, and then
the max 7.
Dude, that joint was in the back of the
because
back
you gotta understand, 6 years in that cutting zone.
Yeah.
And then so like everything was micromanaged in my head, written down in my notebook.
Okay.
I was scared to go from Cutting Zone to my own shop because I was scared of failure and I was scared of him being right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, I'm going to micromanage this whole thing.
Let's see who follows me to I
Revive. So out of the 100% customers that I had, 100 followed me the first 2 weeks. But when my price increased because of the shop, I Revive had different prices from Cutting Zone. Probably 85 stayed with me. So I had a gap of 25%.
What was that change in pricing?
$10. And distance. Because a lot of my customers were from Mount Holly, Marlton.
Where's Cutting Zone?
Off the bypass in Mount Holly.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of my customers were Mount Holly, Pemberton, Marlton, Morristown. So it was kind of the drive, right?
I can see that.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? I love all y'all.
That's what we'll chalk it up to.
Yeah. I love all y'all. So out of the 185 stuck with me. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I had 25% room. And I made that 25% in I Revive. Okay. Right? So from I Revive to Nick and Nelly, no disrespect, I forget their salon name.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah. So
all I know is I couldn't find that John at all when I
because I was in the back.
In the back.
So a little side story, like I messed up. Their front door was hard to close at night.
Yeah.
And I left it unlocked like twice. Like it was super on accident.
Yeah.
But they were like, yo, like this can't happen no more.
Especially that
I would have did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I need my key back. You can only come through the back now.
Yeah. That location is crazy too, so I feel
it was too much traffic to be leaving that door unlocked like that.
Yo, you were wilding.
I locked the knob. Yeah. It's just you had to pull it extra tight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm pulling it tight, bro. Yeah. And I guess in the next morning they come in and they just pushing the door through like it's nothing.
Oh yeah, I would have been tight too.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone
so
ended their shit.
Exactly. So but yeah, I was all the way in the back. I wish I would have took pictures of what it looked like before me and my brother James transformed that joint. We literally, bro, it was a hole in the wall, dog. Like, it was the heater room. If we're being 100, it was the heater room. Yeah. Like, I put a curtain in front of the heater room so it didn't look like a heater room, but it was the heating room, bro.
It was just mad. I just remember red paint being, like, everywhere.
Exactly. Well, because I love burgundy.
It was burgundy.
Yeah, it was burgundy. That's my favorite color. But they gave me my opportunity, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Like legit. They were like, listen, if you want the back room, you can call it Timo Studios. You know what I'm saying? That's yours.
That's fire. That's all you can ask for is opportunity, bro.
Opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy how the stars aligned because it was opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. 6 years in, I start asking questions in my head. Locke opens up his shop. Locke opens his shop up to me. I come in, year in, 6 months in, Nick and Nelly present themselves to me. Yeah. They open up their salon. I come to them, open on like, yo, what's up with the back room? They're like, you want that? Because they're like kind of surprised, like, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm an artist. I'm a visionary. I already painted that wall. I already put my records up on the wall. I already put my mirror up. All you have to give me is the green light. And I'm coming in here with my brother James, and we doing this whole thing. And they're like, you can have that room. Like, we were just going to use it as storage. And I'm like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Hit lock up, put my 2 weeks in, pulled up. Took us 3 months to fix that whole room up, with job schedules and all that. Finally fixed it up, opened up, and they couldn't believe my flow. Yeah. Because they literally just met me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't believe it. And I'm like,
in that John a handful of times.
And I'm blessed, man. I'm super blessed on the customer and the clientele that I have, and the relationships that I built over the years. So I opened that up, and then not even a year in, I left that joint and I opened up here.
Bro, the one thing I could tell you from a customer point of view, for me it was nothing. I was like, shit, I'm following him over there. Like, this is my barber. Like, to be in a shop, like, I feel like as I have that spoiled customer. I'm the spoiled customer because when you go into shops, you don't have that. Like, a lot of shops, you have 4 to 5 barbers. They already have, like, their own lingo. You always feel like they're talking about you. They have their own, like, shit they're doing and stuff like that.
Something slight.
So, like, I always felt like then when I came to own studio, I was like, oh, now I can build a rapport with, like, my barber without feeling like I might say the wrong thing, da-da-da. And then coming here, like, even when you got barbers, I was like, yo, I don't know how I feel about these niggas, bro. I don't know. They come into our space. So you create it like it's like, you know, this is our vibe. This is how it's going to be. So, like, the fact that I was like, yo, I as a customer, I trust him wherever he goes because I know he's going to create a vibe that's, like, the vibe I want to be in. And that's all that was important to me.
So you got to understand, too, right? As I'm bringing in barbers in here, they're going through an interview. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand me in the sense of, I know I'm going to have to be with these guys all day. So I'm not bringing anybody into my situation that I'm not clicking with during the interview. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anybody that comes in here is because I gave them the check. I gave them the green light.
That's why I tell everybody, like, when I talk to people about applying for jobs, I'm like, yo, don't put this false reality out there of yourself. I was like, don't do that. Do yourself justice as if, like, don't feel like you have to create this person when you walk into a place you want to interview at because you want the job. You really have to just be yourself. And if you don't vibe with those people, you don't want to be there.
You don't.
And I was just talking to one of my employees, right, that work for me, and they were just like, yo, I'm interested in, like, you know, I have an internship here. I was like, yo, I would sacrifice $5,000 for a job.
The sanity.
Yes, for anywhere I want to be. That's where I would sacrifice that easily, bro. Put that to the side because I love to do what I do. I can wake up and be like, yo, I know Steve. He gonna have some jokes for me. He gonna have something. You know what I mean?
Chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
It's something to look forward to.
So a lot of people don't understand what goes into to being a barber. I want to understand. So, like, now you run your own business, Timo Studios. What are your, like, how much do you actually work? So it's easy for people to hit you up here and there. Like, you're always on top of it. If I ever hit you, you're there. Do you feel like, I feel like you work more than, like, the 9 to 5. Like, your hours are crazy compared to, like, what it is. Even as a business owner, you're still putting that work in.
So the question is what?
Like, how many hours do you feel like you put in a week?
So, like, I feel as though I work around the clock because I don't have a 1-800 number. You know what I'm saying? To where you can leave your voicemails at. I have a direct line to me. You know, and I like it that way in a sense because it gives that personal interaction. You know what I'm saying? You can call me, you can text me on my downtime. You know, you might hear my son or my family in the background, but it's me, you know, and that's me. And I think that's why my likeness is so likable. You know, because I'm real. You know what I'm saying? You get the raw me. I haven't gotten to that point where it's like franchise, you can't talk to me. You got to talk to my secretary or whatever. But even though, right, when it gets to that point, if it does ever get to that point, trust and believe that secretary got interviewed by me. So I gave her the check, I gave her the green light. She's cool. You can vibe with her, right? Or you can vibe with him. Or whatever. Like, my team, you can be part of the team. You know what I'm saying? I know I can be a part of your team. You know what I'm saying? What we're doing is a team effort right now. But yeah, I definitely feel as though I work around the clock. But like I said, it's the barber, friendship, brotherhood, therapist, all in between.
But
right?
Do you feel like you're even working?
So, no, but I do feel as though, like anybody else, I'm sacrificing time for money.
That was my next question. Do you feel like, you know, being a barber that owns a shop, has that taken away from your family life? Has that taken away from any other parts of you?
Nah, I feel as though me working for 4 shops took more time.
Really? Explain.
I'll
feel like it's all the way around.
Because you gotta understand them first 6 years, like I said, I worked 7 days a week, 9 to 9, except Sunday. Sunday was 10 to 5.
God damn.
Right? Like, no, like, I feel as though a part of that was the reason why me and my first, the mother of my son, that was kind of like the negative. She didn't see the goal that I was building. She didn't see the core that I was building. And that's the groundwork that people got to put in. And a lot of, that's why I feel as though in order to become successful, you have to put that groundwork in. You have to, like, in anything. You know, them first 5, 6 years, even 10 years, you have to sacrifice family, friends, and the people that are there for you are gonna understand that you can't make it. And it's not that you don't want to be there. It's that you're building right now, and you can't be there. And you're sacrificing just a couple birthdays so you can be there for the cool birthdays. You know what I'm saying? The birthdays that y'all can really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I can pull up with, you know what I'm saying, and chill. Before, if I pulled up, it's like in the back of my head, like, dang, is there another barber? You know what I'm saying? Like, cutting the cuts I could be cutting right now and building on building blocks that I can be building on. So no. So, like, now, I have more time than ever. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of create my schedule. And that's because I put in so much time and work and effort and sacrifice into the situation. So it's like I'm kind of rejoicing all my hard work right now. But yeah, definitely working for barbershops definitely took way more time away from my family.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So then you spoke about a little bit with you, the reason you really went to, like, I Revive was fearful and then not wanting that person to be right. So then, were there any fears you had when it come to, okay, now you're starting Timo Studios? What were your biggest fears then going into this point?
There was no fears.
No?
No fears at all. Because I had my my other man's, my old head, James. He taught me the business side.
Yeah.
He taught me how to create my LLC. He taught me how to create my business credit. He taught me all the business side. Yeah. So Locke pretty much taught me confidence.
Okay.
And how to run and what to do city wise.
Yeah.
Like all the legal paperwork that you had to do, all the permits and all that. Locke taught me that side.
Yeah.
My boy, my old head, my OG, triple OG, James, he taught me the LLC, the business credit, all that. He taught me all that. He pretty much walked me through all that. You know what I'm saying? And that was love. So I had both of those pieces in place. So I was not scared at all. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I Revive. So like I said, I went to I Revive with 100. Month in, I was 25 left. I was left with 85%. I built in them 6 months. I built 100 again, plus more, I think. And then when I went to Sneak and Nelly, I probably lost like 10% that time. Yeah. But I built more, right? So that already showed me, like, no matter where I go, 100 is gonna follow, and maybe like 10 to 20 to 35% might fall off, but I'm going to build that back up because of my work ethic, my likeness, and just my punctuality and my consistency, you know what I'm saying? And because I know I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying? I live righteously, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm good to people and I'm good to the universe, and I know the universe is gonna kick back tenfold.
Shit, it has. It's weird how things when you do good things, that just forces itself upon you. Like, coming in contact with then like Lockstar in his own studio. Then the next step, going into the back of the place.
It was like
this step, and
yo,
meeting Locke and James, and then.
And I feel as though them 6 years needed to happen.
Yeah.
For me to appreciate what's happening now. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Locke always talk like, yo, we should have been had shops at 20 years old. Not at no 26, 27.
Really?
What? Bro, me and Locke met at the mall. I was 18. I was 19. He was 20. And we clicked.
That's where, like, you guys...
At the Burlington Center Mall.
That's where you guys would go to, like, school?
No, that was the first shop. Cutting zone.
Oh, okay.
Bro, me and him met and we clicked. And then once we found out we was Geminis, and I was a May and he was a June, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like yin and yang.
Yo, I saw some post that it might be changing.
What? Yeah, but I will always be a Gemini no matter what.
Bro, you should change.
Nah.
I gotta look for it. I'm gonna text it to you. That shit changed, bro. I saw some shit too.
Nah, there's no way. And those we trust, man. There's no way.
Facts, bro.
There's no way.
So you brought up a good point. That business side. That's where we got to give that game out. So then you now learning to have, your LLC and all that. Like, what was that whole process and how long did that take really to get everything?
Man, the LLC part is so easy and it's so beautiful.
Really?
Like the things that you can do. Literally, you go to irs.com or I think .org or something like that. And, yeah,
you good.
And you literally...
What's the website again? I'm sorry.
IRS.
Okay.
.com I think or .org, and then you go to applications, and then you pretty much just start filing. It lets you it brings up a tab where it says LLC, S corp, corporation, and all that stuff. So you just what I'm saying LLC.
Why do you think that was important for you to even have? Like, do you need that in order to have your business?
Yeah. So because if not, then you would have to file under somebody else's business.
Okay.
So in order to go into business, you need your own entity.
Okay.
Right, and with that EIN number, you open up a business account.
Okay.
And with that business account, once you start funneling money through your business, you start getting hit with. You can start filing for grants, business grants, depending on what town or city that you're in.
Yeah.
You can start filing for loans, and it's crazy the loans that they would that you can get.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy, and that's why you see a lot of these business owners without a care in the world.
Yeah.
Because
we talked about that last night. Yeah.
Because they have that credit line to where it's like, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay.
Yeah.
And I recommend everybody, whether they have a 9-to-5 and they don't have a side hustle, to create a LLC.
Yeah.
Right? And then funnel their paychecks through that LLC just so they can have money flow. And then off of that money flow, you can create business credit lines. And then off of that credit line, you can create you can build your business.
Build a business, yeah.
Without even throwing a penny in.
Damn, you're giving me game right now too.
Yeah, like swear to God, like I try to tell everybody that sits in my chair, like, yo, just make an LLC.
Yeah.
And then even though you don't have a side hustle or you're not making side money, you can funnel your regular McDonald's paycheck through that LLC, and you can create, money trail to where the banks now are like, oh snap, like Leak made $10,000 this year off of his business. Yeah. Let's throw him a $20,000 credit line. Let's see what he does with it.
See, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. So then you build.
And then if you mess that money up, it doesn't mess up your name. It messes up in those we trust.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So you pretty much you created a whole nother.
I mean, your name is still on it.
But your name doesn't get affected. So like let's say Timo, right, has Timo Studios, so that's two entities, right? Yeah. I have a social security number. Timo Studios has a social security number. So any credit that I mess up with Timo Studios does not affect Timo.
Word?
At all.
Wow, it's crazy.
At all.
Damn.
How you think Donald Trump do it, man?
Yeah, that's you know what
I'm saying?
That's the first thing I thought about when you said that.
Like people file Chapter 11 all the time.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Damn, that's the first. That's the craziest first thing I thought about.
It's like the rabbit hole goes deep, bro. Yeah. This is information that doesn't want to be taught to us, and I just so happen to be taught on accident. Yeah, I didn't even ask for this information. My brother James just was like, "Yo, you got an LLC?" And I'm like, "What's that?"
I just got Timo Studios. I don't have.
Yeah, like what's that? Like I was at Nika Nelly's just on some. Like I'm over here slinging it.
Yeah,
I'm over here just taking risks.
Yeah.
Just like I know I need to be by myself. I know I need to. I have the people that need me to lead, and they're looking for somebody to follow. So like I'm a follower, right? Yeah. So people have a negative
stigma against
to being a follower, right? Yeah. But I follow kings and queens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my people, they needed a king to follow, right? So I became that for them, right? So they can be kings to their people.
Themselves, yeah.
So they can follow somebody, right?
It's a branch off, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So like, One of my kings was Locke. My other king was James. My other king was my OG James.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Cutting Zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I needed that.
Yeah.
We all need everything that we go through. We need to go through.
100%. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way we did not need, because you wouldn't appreciate what you're going through or what you're about to grasp or what you're about to obtain if you didn't go through what you don't want to go through ever again.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a fact.
So
you have to learn from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Please learn from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't.
That's the dumbest thing you can do. Just let it happen.
Don't let it cripple you.
Yeah, cripple you.
You know what I'm saying? Let it be a lesson.
Yeah.
Let it be a straight 8 to 3. You went to class.
Yeah.
You know.
But the difference with you is, and I'm the same way, is that like when we sit down and we talk to anyone it may be, and I'm the same way, is that like I ask questions and I want to know exactly what's going on. Like when I step into your chair, you don't know nothing about the university side and the college side of it.
Never been. I've been to parties.
And then you're asking me about it. I'm like, I go to school. You're like, they pay you? I'm like, yeah, I don't pay for school. They're like,
that's super
what
dope.
You mean?
I wish I would have known that.
I don't pay for school. They're like, and I was like, I don't pay for housing, and I just got my master's degree paid for, and now I'm working for a university where they pay for my housing.
You gotta clap that up. You gotta clap that up.
But like, what I was saying is like, you were the one. You were like, what you mean? Yo? I was like, you was like, yo, I need this information from my kid. I'm gonna pass this along now. I'm gonna keep in touch with you. I need you to be that person to guide them. So it's like, ask those questions. Don't be afraid to ask those questions.
Nah, you gotta ask questions.
Allow someone to like when they're feeding you bullshit, take the bullshit and like decipher through it.
And
like, ask questions.
And peep the people that give you half answers.
Yeah.
And then later down the line be like, oh well, you didn't ask that.
Yeah.
So like in the midst of me, right? I'm telling people I wanna own my own shop. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. But I wasn't asking, how do I make it my LLC?
Yeah.
What person do I need to see in the city? So they're holding that against me, like, oh well, you didn't ask these questions.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to own my own shop. You know what I'm saying? You knew those questions need to be answered. I just didn't know they needed to be asked.
Facts.
Right? So like you gotta watch out for people like that, because they really don't want you to win.
They don't.
And you need to exclude them out of your life and find the people that you can ask. I love how the color red looks, and they tell you, well, in order to make the color red, you mix this color and you mix this color.
Yeah.
Find people like that.
Yeah.
Those are the people that you need to surround yourself with.
Those people are damn near worse than the people that just that guide you the wrong way. Those people are like really withholding information that can help you.
Yeah, and they know that you need it.
Yeah.
Because they know your end goal.
That's the devil, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very sad situation. Because it's like, for you to open up to them and tell them that, and for them to know the information that needs to be taught to you in order for you to reach that, and they're like, oh, well, that's good. That's cool. Go for it.
Yeah.
I wish you the best.
Can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. But you already know how to do it.
Yeah.
So why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I live by this rule, right? Information that's taught to you for free should be handed down for free.
Exactly, bro.
Information. So this is where it gets a little tricky. Information that you bought or that you paid for class should be communicated as such. Listen, I paid for this. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to pay me the same. Or if you want the same amount that you paid for, you need to communicate that. Because that person will respect it more. I would have respected it way more if I was like, I want to get a shop, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Listen, I paid for this information, which I'm pretty sure, 100% sure the person did not pay for the information, right? But
that's wild if a nigga hit you with that.
But I would have respected it a lot more. Like, oh, you paid $500? Shit. Well, can I pay you two payments of $250? You know what I'm saying? Can I get that information? Because I know I took in classes, bro. I'm still constantly taking classes. So like when people come up to me, other barbers, like, oh, you know, how do you do this? How'd you figure this out?
Yeah.
I communicate. Listen, I paid X amount, and we can break each class down. So you don't got to pay me the full amount, but I'm gonna need to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I paid for it.
Yeah, I feel you.
But information that's free, that came to me for free, I'm giving it out for free.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that at all.
All right, guys, you guys been asking for it, and we finally have it. We have it ready to go for y'all. So If you look at the link below, and thosewetrust.bigcartel.com, and visit that link, you will see our products we have. We have some accessories right now for you guys to go and support. We have stickers that can be used on anything, laptops, phone cases, and they don't leave that nasty residue. Great quality. And we also have our pins. As you see, I'm wearing one right now. And our pins are on the website as well. The pins, great for jean jackets, book bags, hats as well. It's better than spending, $20 on those pins that you see, and you can support someone you know. All the pins come with a protective film on top of it, so just, rip that off, put it right on, and get it started, or keep it on a protective pin much longer. You can also follow us on the Instagram, and it's in the link in the bio, to where it is WeTrust_podcast. And that's on Instagram, and you'll be able to see the link. Is the first link on that website is the In Those We Trust merch, and we have candles coming, hats, shirts, anything you guys could ask for. So please go support, and we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, yeah. So like I was saying, and I feel like if you watch Squid Games, check it out. There's so many like small hidden gems in it that it deals with like the mental of like a human being and what they'll go through for any amount of money. But look at that and like take that into the real world. Like there's so many minorities who feel like since I made it, only I can make it, and are scared to bring someone back up. Like if in our white like counterparts, our peers, there's a lot of nepotism. I don't know if nepotism is just like helping, your family member or whatever like that, bring them into a job. But in our world, you'll see someone who's like, oh, I made it here, I gotta stay here. There's no way I can bring you up with me because they're only allowed to be me in here. So like we deal with that so often that like we're scared to like give you this information because I'm scared for you to come and take my job because they only allow one black person to work here. So how can I give you this information and make it?
I feel as though in the entrepreneur, so like maybe in the business world, like in the corporation world, that those rules might attend, right?
That's the way it is.
That's probably true. So it's dog eat world over there. Bro. But in the entrepreneur world, like literally just had a barbershop open across the street from me.
Yeah.
I don't have a Monday through Sunday barber in here with me, right? So Monday through Thursday, anybody that knocks on that door that is from the neighborhood or maybe done heard of Timo Studios or whatever, my first suggestion is, listen, my barber don't come till Friday. If you want to wait, I can't wait. I need a cut now. Across the street, there's a perfectly good barber. Her name is Sophie. You know what I'm saying? She's good. Do that. Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not scared of that. Is what I'm saying because back to what I said, I live righteously. You know what I'm saying? So like regardless of, he knows that. Like he knows that he has never walked into a barbershop and was told to go across the street to the other barbershop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was only told come Friday when my barber comes, or don't come at all.
Don't come at all. Yeah.
He was never so he already knows walking across the street like that dude Timo. He's different. Yeah. So I'm about to get a cut from Sophie, but regardless, I'm coming back to Timo because Timo. And that's just what I, you know what I'm saying? And I feel as though everybody should live like that without being scared, especially in the entrepreneur life, because they came to you first.
Yeah.
So they're going to come back to you first.
Yeah. That's true. A lot of people get scared of what they're coming.
Me, I'm never scared because that 100% turning into 85 and that 100% turning back to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody that leaves, right? 3 people always come back into my life. 3 brand new people that either appreciate me more or put me on to something greater, or and that works I feel as though that works in everybody's life.
Yeah.
That's why when people show you who they are, let that be that, and move on.
You spoke about being in the town you grew up in, went to high school in. Was that like an actual mental decision you made? Like, yo, I'm
coming back,
open my shop where I was raised at and went to school at. Or it just worked out that way.
It just kind of worked out the way.
Okay.
Like literally, the universe brought me back over here. Like literally, Locke opened up his shop because I was in Mount Holly.
Yeah.
Right. My whole coming up was getting away from Burlington City.
Exactly.
Right. My first shop was the Burlington Center.
Yeah.
Then it was Mount Holly. Then it was Edgewater. I didn't even say NBA. Nicest barbers around. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rel. Rel was a dope barber owner, bro.
Really?
Rel showed me. So Rel is super cool, dog. He was the coolest barber owner I ever knew until I worked in Locke's shop. But shout out to Rel. Rel taught me how to be a cool ass owner. You know what I'm saying? He taught me that side.
Yeah.
But then I went to Edgewater. Then I went back to Mount Holly. Then I went to Burlington Township. Then I went to Burlington City down the street, and then I came down here. So it just happened that way.
Yeah, it just happened.
You know, but I always had aspirations to come back to either teach in my high school and stuff like that. Something that I haven't been able to do yet.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I got kids, I got family, I got, you know.
Yeah, it's
I
different.
haven't been able to balance that out yet.
I always put people on when they they ask me on Barber. I'm like, bro, he's down the street from Burlington City, like from the train station. You can easily walk and get there. For me, I would have been scared coming into his community and being like, yo, am I gonna have business here? Like, is business gonna prosper here? And then when I look at it, I'm like, yo, you see how like what is the word for it when I forget what the word is when you see all white people moving in.
Gentrifying.
Yeah, you see city kind of gentrifying, but only to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Only on a certain block. Only a certain block you see it getting nice. So I'm like, yo, we need that on this side of the tracks. It has to happen on this side of the tracks. So I feel like you bring that.
So the beautiful thing about social media, it don't matter where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, if you're constantly promoting on social media, your work is consistent.
That's a good point.
I've lived by that.
Yeah.
Cause when I moved here, I was told by a couple barbers, "Oh man, ain't nobody gonna come there because it's the hood.
Yeah.
Every place has the hood.
Yeah.
But I know city. I was not born here, but I was raised here. Like city, it has a bunch of good people in it. You know, it's just that one or two people that come from other cities down here to start stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like somebody coming in here starting stuff. I'm not about to just sit around.
Yeah.
You gonna turn up.
Yeah.
It's that's what city is.
Yeah.
City is a beautiful place, with beautiful people that the outside world misunderstands because they're not here. They think it's us against us when it's just the outer world coming into us, starting stuff.
Yeah.
And it just gets portrayed as
Such,
the hood or a bad place to be at. You know, it's all love over here.
Yeah, it's fire. That's facts. So everything's never a easy road. It's never an easy road. Nothing ever goes the way you want it to go. So on this road, what were some like your biggest failures that kind of may have pushed you to like, I don't think this shit's about to work out or whatever it may be. What are some failures you faced in starting your own business?
For the sake of the question, the failures was probably like all kitchen cuts. That's probably where I failed at the most when I was like 16 to 18. That's probably where all the failures came because I didn't have nobody over my shoulder.
Yeah.
So it was serious to me, but it wasn't serious to me because I'm dealing with friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of mishaps in the kitchen. there was a couple fights in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because, we just, I'm over here practicing, really.
Right.
You know? And mishaps happen and this and that to where it's like, damn, am I really taking this serious or am I playing around?
Yeah.
And then the mall came, my first barbershop. One of the failures in there was probably just partying too much. Partying was probably the main thing because when you become a barber, you no longer have a weekend.
Yeah.
Your weekend is your biggest days to make money. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are your biggest days.
And right before the holidays.
Before the holidays,
That's
right?
Crazy.
But holidays didn't really, because at the time I didn't have a family, so there was nobody. Like, all my family is in Peru. Like, I created family. The people that you see me call aunt, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters out here are created by bond, by trials and tribulations, just by growing up together type time. But all my actual blood family is in Peru, other than my mom. But yeah, failures. I really like. I'm a very positive person, bro. Like
So you
there's
spin into that way. It's a
there's
lesson.
really no negative situations that have ever arose to where I want to give up in any situation, other than love. You know what I'm saying? Love.
Okay.
Love is a bitch. It's like, nah.
Lover boy.
Yeah. Other than love, like, man, fuck love. You know what I'm saying?
So you spoke about it though, like within worst haircut, biggest mistake you've made.
Oh man. So like, it was in my boy's attic. Summer day.
Jeez, hot as hell.
We got clouded. Feel me? Started laughing at a joke. Mid-stroke, like on a clipper joint. I'm coming down on his head. And the clip came off the clipper, bro. Like the guard came off the clipper. Like it was all slow-mo. It was so crazy. I'm like coming down, right? And the joint, I'm like, oh shit. And
stop.
He had a fro. Man, that was like the craziest rumble in his attic, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because we all started, like, we're all clouded, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to understand, I've lost friendships over barbering, bro.
No way.
Yeah, I lost, like, strong 3 friendships, bro.
Because you fucked up?
Either because, especially in the beginning, like 16 to 19. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, three, yeah. Like, two fights.
Because of a haircut, it's growing.
And I lost 2 friends off of just not making myself available. People become very, very like, yo, I let you cut my hair. I should be able to get my hair cut whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got respect.
Yeah.
To where, and then I'm a funny guy. Yeah. So people sometimes they don't, I feel, all right, so side note, people that don't know when I'm being serious and when I'm being funny and don't know how to depict it, I feel as though you were never my friend.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you hide behind my goofiness and be like, you never serious or whatever, I don't know when you serious, you're not my friend, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I feel as though you should know. You should just feel the vibe. I'm a very vibration type of person. Like, you should feel the vibe. Like, don't come to me and tell me I don't know. Like, I know you know. I made you feel that you know. Like, you just want to hide behind my goofiness because 90% of the time, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Because and I'm only playing because I'm comfortable with the person. I don't play with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't play with everybody. And that's what people don't understand. They take that for granted. Like, oh, Timo's always goofy. I'm only goofy with certain type of, like, with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, certain people.
And I feel as though everybody's like that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, people can't depict when I'm being goofy and when I'm not.
That's hilarious, right?
So, like, when I'm like, yo, I can cut you, and then, like, yo, my bad, I can't cut you today, and you still show up, and I open my door, and I'm like, yo, I told you I can't cut you today. Oh, I thought you was playing. Nothing over the phone call was funny, dog. I was being serious. Like, yo, something came up. Can't cut you today. Oh, all right, nigga. I see you. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you pull up to the crib, and I'm like, yo, bro, I told you I can't cut you.
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Nah, you double booked me once before.
I have. So that's where the app came in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean it. That was all notebook.
But look, you looked at me, you was like,
I still got you in though, right?
You looked at the other nigga, was like, bro, you gotta wait. I'm my man's. He made that
because I told you first. Yeah.
So it was respect. So I was Gucci. I was fine with that shit. But nah, that's what too. I told people, I'm like, yo, my brother has the app. Like, you make the appointment. You don't even have to know him, but you made that.
It's so funny how people are so so negative to that.
Yeah.
They like, oh, I want. So like, I understand it because it's a vibe.
So if you
when you're able to come in here and walk in and just chill.
What's the app called?
Booksy.
So if you go on Booksy, look up Timo Studios. You can look at his appointments, pricing, everything there for him.
All my availability is on there.
Crazy. So you get backslack for that?
Yeah, like still to this day, and I'm like, yo, you like, cause like me, like I'm no longer really dealing with 15 to like 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
My range is like from 20 to to like 55.
Yeah, yeah.
And you still got the 20 to 30 that are like, why can't I just walk in?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's not how we do
why do you want to walk in and just have to wait?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people understand if I close the app and I just have walk-ins.
Yeah, that's wild.
It would be retarded in here.
That's
it would be
wild.
like 06 all over again.
Yeah.
But I used to love 06.
Yeah.
Because I was young.
Yeah.
I didn't have responsibilities. I could be there till 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Cooling, chilling, you know?
Nah, think about
But now it's like, yo, I got an 8 and a 9-year-old and a wife and a mom and a 1-year-old that need to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to come home. There has to be a structure. And I feel as though, nigga, you're 26. There has to be a structure in your life. And if not, I'm here to put that on you. Like, let's create an LLC, bro. Like, let's get this thing started. Like, what is your hobbies? Do you like to make puzzles? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can... I have a puzzle at a website where you can throw a picture on there and make it into a puzzle, bro. Like, do you like to take pictures and you know we can create that picture into a puzzle? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, yo, you just made me think of. I remember I haven't had to wait in line for a cut in a minute, but I remember having to show up and you being like, today I ain't getting a cut. Like, there's too many people in here. I'm glad I don't have to never go through that. Like,
exactly.
Oh, also, don't go to them $6 haircuts. Like, I was getting $6 haircuts in Philly and like. Bro, I'm sacrificing now for that, bro.
I'm saying
it's worth paying for your haircut.
Going back to what we talked about, people have to go through that to appreciate what we have.
That's what my girl, she's like, what do you cut?
So don't not go. Go, try it out, and then come back to me and tell me how it was.
No, let Timo tell you that shit.
And tell me what you didn't like, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to like. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the real with you is, like, I need a barber that's going to keep it real with me, too. Like, when I was down in South when I got chipped up and I came, I'm like, yo, you gotta fix this shit. And you was like, bro, I can't.
I gave you your options.
Yeah, you're like, this is what the best I could do. I was like, all right, bro, I appreciate the honesty, but like, it was that real vibe and having that ability. All right, so then, quick question, throwing at you. We're gonna go down the list. So I talked with some people. I was like, yo, I'm about to interview my barber for the podcast. What's some question you always want to ask a barber? My boy brought up. He said every time he goes to his barber, recently he's noticed that his barber won't take his skin fade to a skin fade. Like, he'll leave it a little bit longer. And he thinks that he's trying to make him come back more often. Do barbers do that?
So, I can't say that barbers do that. Okay. I have never heard in my barber career, in the midst of barbers just chilling, say, yo, I'm not gonna bring his shit bald so he can come back to like a week from now instead of 3 weeks.
Okay.
But I do, so like there's a stigma out there. There's two types of barbers, right? There's a barber that actually makes the bald line from rip, and there's a barber that does the fade and then throws the bald line wherever what's left.
Okay.
Right? So some barber critics say the barber that makes the bald line first, that fade is going to come out less crispier than the barber that does the fade first and then throws the bald line at the end.
Okay.
So there's two opinions that I have for that because I'm both.
Okay.
Right? And I pick and choose on what my customer does, what he is, what he wants, where he wants to go with his haircut, what the actual outcome that he's looking for, the actual change my life, you know. So I ask him, like, do you want the cut to last? Do you want it not to last? Do you want to come back next week? If he's coming back next week, I'm not putting that bald line ASAP. I'm fading it, and I'm putting that bald line at the end to where it looks like it's already faded. It looks like he's already on his third day in on his cut.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I know the customer doesn't want to come back next week, doesn't want to come back in 2 weeks and 3 weeks, so this is all communication. This is all stuff that I do with my customers. You know, we dig in. Yeah. This is where the friendship happens. This is where the brotherhood happens. This is where I find out what the last barber did or what didn't he do that I'm going to do for you. So I'm going to give you the ultimate life changer.
Bro, you talk about being a Oh, you a stylist, bro? Like
This is so when I say I change people's lives, like you got to come see me before that interview, before you walk that down the aisle, and say I do, before you go on that first date, before you sing happy birthday to your mom, you got to come see me. I'm like the gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the middleman.
Take pride in that.
So I take super pride in that, bro. I love that. That's what I mostly love from barbering. Like I get to meet you before you become what you're about to go do.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn, man. I think about it. Yeah, I gotta see you before I graduate.
Yeah.
For all my graduations, I gotta see you. Yeah, that's a great point. You're right. Biggest pet peeves in the barbershop.
Biggest pet peeve is
Mine is I hate when people are in other chairs and are in a round and they turn into like, oh, I don't play that shit with my shawty. Like they start talking like they like the biggest machismo man in the world.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's not true, bro.
So you're asking me my biggest pet peeve in a barbershop or my biggest pet peeve
from I guess your customers or like that.
Or the barbershop?
Yeah.
Is when my customer starts talking to another barber's customer or barber.
Really?
Yeah, while I'm doing something specific that you can't be talking.
Okay.
Like, why would you start trying to talk a very deep conversation when I'm about to get on your mustache?
Yeah.
Like, now you're stopping me from going to my next customer. You know, like, why would you do that to me? You know I'm about to start your mustache. You had a whole fade to talk about this. Now you want to start it when I'm about to be on like on your face where you can't talk.
Yeah.
You know? So that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Other barbers talked about skateboarder, the one that puts their foot down like
skateboard. So like, I literally stopped the whole situation, and communication. Communication is big. You have to have communication, and some people don't like that you're able to communicate these things. I'm able to communicate these things, and you don't want to get put in that category where you're a problem.
Yeah.
You're a problem customer.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not doing this at a dentist office.
Yeah.
You're not pulling out your phone while my man is trying to like clean your teeth. You know, like back in the day in the 60s, we were considered doctors.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel as though we still are.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It's surgery, bro.
Yeah, it's surgery, dog. We're dealing with machinery on skin.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
all right, so back what we were saying. Damn, what was it?
Bring me back, bro. Bring me back.
We was damn. I forgot what it was. Oh, the surgery. So it's like surgery.
Oh yeah. So like, it's machinery on your face. Like, we're literally surgeons, and one mishap can it could just be over. Yeah. So I just feel as though like,
put some respect on his name.
be considerate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, put yourself in my shoes.
What about stiff neck?
Stiff neck.
So like when you hear and like you looked up like that.
I have dealt with people like that, but it's not really a pet peeve.
Does eye contact bother you?
Eye contact.
So if you right here, nigga.
It depends. If it's a new customer, we have no type of history build up. Like, bro, why are you staring at me? You don't even know me. Why are you staring at me? Like, if it was you, I know you're being funny, and I'ma laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable or none of that. But if it's a brand new person, I'm literally stopping the clipper. I'm looking down. I'm looking at the mirror. I'm looking back at you. I'm like, listen. Why are you staring at me?
Have you had like awkward encounters?
Yeah, with new customers? Yes,
really?
Bro. Yeah. But it's just like, it's funny.
Word?
Yeah, you got to kind of like take it in, and it's like...
Damn, I didn't think about that.
You got to kind of like take it in and be like, listen, he might not know. His last barber might have been scared to communicate.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they never been taught, or they just never practice communication. And I understand that.
Can anyone be a barber? Like, could you teach me how to be a barber right now?
Yes. Yo,
really?
So I pride myself in that, and I just been waiting for somebody to give me their life, and not their life, but their time.
Time. That's
their time, because that's all I need.
Yeah.
If you give me your time and your full attention, I can make you into me. Not maybe passionately, but technically.
Yeah. Technique.
I can make, because I broke it down into steps to where it's solid. It's bulletproof.
Yeah.
The only thing that has to come from you is the shape up part. I can only show you what's the word? I can only show you the correct stances, what to look for, what it's supposed to look like, what it's not supposed to look like. But you got to do it. That's why I feel as though I'm such a beast, because that's where I started.
Yeah.
I started raw.
Yeah.
By myself. Funny story, side story.
You gotta fight for this shit.
Funny story, side story. The reason why I started was because there was a point in time where I was going to the barbershop. I started going to the barbershop at 12 too. My mom used to cut my hair. My mom used to be a cosmetologist in Peru. She came out here, was told that she had to go to school. She needed to make money. There was no time for school, so she just went straight into the industry, right? So it's in my blood, right? Thank God to my mom. It's in my blood. So my mom had clippers, bro. My mom used to cut my hair. When I was 12, I was like, yo, can I please start going to the shop? Yeah, go to the shop. So my mom was very saving oriented. It's not that we didn't have it. It just wasn't. She could do my hair. So it was like, nigga, I'm not about to keep giving you money to go get your hair cut when I can do it. And I'm like, I don't want you to do it. So it became like a argument. Well, if you don't want me to do it, then you do it, because I'm not giving you money. So it's like, damn. All right, cool. So I had a little bit of money saved up for my like allowance or whatever, money that I had from old birthdays. Got my last haircut. And I'm like, yo, just shape me up. I'm growing my hair out. It's over. This is the last time, my brother. So he's like, what you talking about? I'm like, slow, bro. This is it. You know, my mom got clippers. She said it's either her or it's me. It's no longer you. So I traced his line, bro. My mom paid for my haircut from 12 all the way to 15. 15 and a half was my last haircut. Yeah. And I traced my man's line all the way until I started going to school, and I was like, yo, free shape ups at my crib. I know how to cut hair. Yeah. And I was literally, my canvas was my leverage. Yeah. And everybody thought that was my line, but unbeknownst to everybody, that was my barber's line. I just kept tracing it, and I was on top of it to where I never let it grow back to where I lost the line.
That's crazy. That's funny as hell.
That is, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, damn, nigga, like your lines is really sharp, symmetrical, and everything. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm nice.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
me.
It's me, big dog.
And literally, that first person was my cousin Ray. Let me shape him up. It might have been my cousin or my son's goddad, Alan. I forget. But either or, it was 1 and 2, right? It was either Alan first, Ray second, or Ray first, Alan second. Either way, once I cut Alan, because Alan went to my school. My cousin Ray went to BCIT.
Oh, okay.
Once I cut Alan.
He was a showcase.
It was a show. Like, Timo did that?
Yeah,
Timo did this.
Yeah.
Because I already was cutting my hair, shaping my hair up for a year. So I was already nice, right? So then Alan got a job at Finish Line inside the Burlington Center Mall. And Alan tried to get me a job in there. I didn't get hired. I got hired at Champs. There was a barber that worked at Against All Odds part-time. His name is Ant. He came down to Champs and was like, yo, who shaped you up? And I'm like, I did. He was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, you nice. He's like, you want to be a barber? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you apply that cutting zone right there at the mall? You know, like down the hallway? I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm only 16. He's like, you know, I cut hair, right? He's like, I'm 20. Like, I could teach you how to cut hair. So, Ant taught me the basics of fading. Yeah. Ant literally, like 16, pulled up at me at Champs. I'm with my Swishies, Old Navy joint. Yeah. He's like, yo, you're nice. Yeah. Like, your shape up is clean. Yeah. What clippers did you use? And I'm like, some Conairs. He's like, nah, bro. You got to get some Andes. Yeah. And I'm like, how much are they? He's like, 65. And I'm like, bro, I got 200 in my bank account.
That's my whole check.
Can I give you the money and you will get them? Yeah. He's like, where do you live? Bro, so pretty much Ant was pretty much the snowball that made it go down the hill.
Yeah.
I already had the snowball because
Yeah.
I had my 4.
Yeah.
Alan, Ray, Cyrus, and I'm lying. I only had 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Ray, Alan, and Cyrus.
Yeah.
So he was like, "You got people to cut?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got 3 people from me on rotation every week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday."
Yeah.
He's like, "I can teach you. Do you fade them?" I'm like, "Nah, just straight shape ups." He's like, "Yo, I can help you learn how to cut their hair and fade them." So, bro, he taught me how to fade. He
Yeah.
taught me the basics.
It was steps you learned. Yeah.
He taught me the basics.
Damn, that's crazy. There's so much that goes into your story.
Nah, the story goes deep, bro.
Yeah,
The
so much
story
deeper.
goes deep.
We gotta
It's
do a
like,
part 2 of just who you are as a person.
the story goes deep, man.
Yeah, we
The
gotta
story
do a part
definitely
2.
goes deep.
So what's next for Timo Studios? What's coming up? What's next? I know, you're someone that always invests in yourself. Like you're always learning something new. Like you're always a long life learner.
Facts.
Any way you could bring something new to the studio. So what's next, bro?
What's next is pretty much so like the whole reason of this and having 3 chairs, now I have 2, was to create bosses. Was to create a promise that was promised to me 10 years ago, I think, or 8 years ago. To keep that promise through the 3 barbers I wanted to build up. They never came. It's cool. But I do have one barber right now. Hopefully it plans out and I make him into a boss. Because I really don't want to keep nobody under me. I want to create partners, if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in partners more or less than workers.
Yeah.
Because a worker is going to eventually turn into a wolf.
Yeah.
Hindsight, me. I
Yeah.
turned into a wolf. I was like, F that. I'm not being a sheep. You kept me under, you know what I'm saying? You kept me in the barn for too long, bro. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? So I'd rather be create shepherds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Than wait for a sheep to turn into a wolf and eat me alive.
Yeah.
Right? I'm cool with that. Whether we stay partners or not.
Yeah. That's fire, bro. That's fire. Appreciate that. Last thing I want to leave off with is what motivates you, what keeps you pushing, what keeps you waking up and excited to come into your lifelong career.
The stories that come back to me after their haircuts. Like, yo, that night was lit.
Yeah.
Yo, I appreciate you for showing up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for opening up your schedule.
Yeah.
And being there. You know what I'm saying? The appreciation in the stories. Because everybody's story, not everybody knows this, but like let's say you tell me a story about a car accident.
Yeah.
Right? And now I got a kid in my chair that's telling me, oh, he's about to go out to the club, he's about to drive. So now I got your story, my story, plus another customer's story. I got 3 stories. I got a 360 timeline to tell him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another thing that keeps me going. It's like the stories that I can use as trials and tribulations for somebody else that's going through something. Or the same thing that you went through, or the next person, or me even. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can use y'all stories to help other people going through the same situations.
Fire.
Without naming, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all trust.
Yeah.
It's all loyalty and trust. Nobody ever gets named.
Yeah.
But y'all stories always gets used. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To help other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a beautiful thing because
fire.
I helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people's stories has helped me. Like, oh, wow. Like, I never been through that. But now I appreciate this person or this situation a whole lot more just from hearing your story.
So
and that's why I feel as though a lot of people need to communicate a whole
Yeah.
bunch more.
Yeah.
Because you never know the story that you're telling that person, what they're going to use that story for.
Yeah.
Whether negative or positive, helping or no, or not helping, or maybe them telling you it helped them or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still,
Fire,
everybody has a voice.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro. I appreciate you opening up. Anything you think we may have missed and left out? And this was a dope conversation, bro. I appreciate
Definitely.
everything you enlightened me with.
Nah, definitely dope conversation. And those we trust, you know what I'm saying?
Trust, baby.
All
Plug
the
your
way.
business. Plug your business. Where you located at? How can they find you? Your
I'm
music?
saying you could definitely find me on Booksy. You feel me? Just search up Timo Studios. My music. I don't even know my my YouTube name is Timo Lion.
Everything will be below here too. I'll make sure it's included. Don't worry.
Yeah. The music joint is a hobby. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing. You feel me? Gotta shout out my brother B Hop, the hit maker. But yeah, anything that I want to enlighten anybody on other than what we spoke about.
Yeah.
Literally, create your LLC. You know what I'm saying? Get you a CPA. A CPA is an accountant, a tax guy. Cause the IRS.
You buy the books. Everything's on the books for you.
Yeah. Cause the IRS is constantly changing the rules and their policies. The whole point of a CPA, their job is to be on top of that, so they can tell you like, yo, Timo, listen. They changed this and that, so we got to change this and that, so we can stay on top of it. So, you know, you're constantly building and you're not really losing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need an establishment to create an LLC.
Yeah.
Your LLC can be under your address, your home address.
Yeah.
And if the IRS ever wants to audit you, all you need is a desk with a laptop.
Yeah.
And that's
Fire,
it.
Bro.
Right in any room of your house.
Yeah.
And be like, this is my desk, this is my office, my bathroom's downstairs, and my bathroom down the hall. This is my office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Unfortunately, this is where I live. I
live here too.
I live here too.
That's funny as hell.
To where you can write off your light bill, your food.
So you know it.
Yeah. You can write off all that.
Word. Yo, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in to In Those We Trust podcast.
Let's go.
Please follow us. Check us out. We still have reached 100 subscribers. I feel like this season we're going to double it up, triple it up. So I need to reach there. If you're interested in being a guest as well, please do so. Hit me up. DM me.
Know that.
I'd really appreciate all the support. And just know we coming back with some strong
with more
guests.
heat.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
It, need that lineup.
Let's
sure.
go.
My guy. Appreciate you.
You all ready? It's lit.